My name is Caitlin Court, and this is my reflection of the 2006 film, The Pursuit of Happyness. What is this movie about? The movie follows the story of Chris Gardner, who lives in San Francisco with his wife Linda and his 5-year-old son Christopher. He is struggling to make ends meet as a bone density scanner salesman and gets a training position for a stockbroker intern, which is unpaid. His wife Linda is unhappy with him and their financial situation and leaves for a career in New York. Since his bone density scanners do not sell well and his training position is unpaid, Chris cannot afford to live in his home or a motel any longer, and he and Christopher become homeless. Eventually, Chris earns a paid position as a stockbroker, but until then, the two have to live in a homeless shelter, which is the community program that is utilized in the movie. How realistic are the challenges presented in the movie? The Pursuit of Happyness accurately depicts Americans who are facing poverty and financial strain. A recent study from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics stated that there are currently 8.9 million Americans who work multiple jobs. This is the highest number since they began tracking the statistics in 1994. One of the biggest reasons for so many people having to work multiple jobs is financial strain. This was Chris's reason for working 2 jobs as a salesman and a stockbroker trainee. A single paycheck is often not enough to meet the financial needs of Americans, with the costs of essentials such as food and shelter rising 2.8% in February of 2025 compared with the previous year. There are so many people in the United States who, like Chris Gardner, cannot afford basic necessities, even with multiple jobs. What else makes this movie realistic? The Pursuit of Happyness also accurately depicts the impact that living in poverty can have on relationships. Research shows that financial strain can affect people's moods and lead to feelings of anger, as well as impact their ability to think rationally and pay attention. This combination can cause people to misinterpret their partner's behaviors in negative ways. In 2 studies, people who were facing financial stress perceived their partners as less supportive and reported more negative behaviors such as teasing and expressing distrust. This challenge was accurately depicted in the film, with Linda becoming more distrusting of and hostile towards Chris until she left altogether. After watching this movie, I was interested in how family life educators could have been helpful for Chris Gardner's situation. There are various opportunities for family life education within community-based settings, and one of these settings is families who are in poverty or homeless. One outreach effort from family life educators for those who are facing homelessness or poverty is collaborating with local nonprofits, social services, and other organizations to create community resource cards. These cards are then distributed to the homeless or poverty-stricken to help them become more aware of local resources available to help them. This family life education outreach effort would have benefited Chris when he and his son were facing homelessness, so that they would know what resources were available. For example, when they begin searching for a homeless shelter, the first one they come to only accepts women and children. After begging to stay, Chris is eventually referred to another shelter with a long line and barely makes it to the shelter in time to be let in. But if he had been more aware of the resources available to him, he might have already known about the second shelter and gone there first. To conclude, The Pursuit of Happyness was very inspiring because Chris Gardner did not give up on his passion to create a better life for his family. Despite his challenges, such as working multiple jobs, being left by his wife, and facing homelessness, he became successful and built a life that made him happy. The movie was realistic with its depiction of challenges that come with poverty, including facing relationship issues and working multiple jobs. It also made me think of ways that family life educators can help those who are facing poverty and homelessness, such as supplying community organizations with resource cards to distribute to those who are in need. And these are my references and sources that I used to create this presentation. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.